look how I was rewarded with wet and cold. Wow, that was a massive tree that came down. 700 feet in like 3/4 of a mile. This is quite the climb. Massive cliff sides. Keep going. I don't know if that's the top or not, but I hope so. Wow, this is great. It will be a descent one way or the other. Hopefully I don't break my leg in that last 30 or 40 feet. It's a little tougher, but adventurous. Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Randy. You're back on Old Guy Hikes. Today is April 6th, 2025. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I have traveled south about 6 hours from Kansas City to get away from the cold weather and the wet to come to nice, warm, sunny Little Rock. And look how I was rewarded with wet and cold. But anyway, it's actually going to be a nice day, I think. Maybe about 50 degrees, not as nice as I was hoping. But the rest of the week, I'm in Arkansas for the whole week. I'm going to do a bunch of hiking down around Hot Springs and some of the state parks in the area. And it's going to be nicer the rest of the week. Arkansas just received like 2 or 3 days of epic flooding, rains. So I was supposed to hike yesterday. That had to get canceled. It was just too much rain, thunderstorms, all that. They've gotten inches and inches and inches of rain. So I am doing a mountain today though, so hopefully no flooding, but you never know what I'm going to run into down here. I'm at Pinnacle Mountain State Park in Little Rock. I'm not even on the trail yet, and I get to deal with this. Look at this big old tree right down the middle. There's the trailhead, I think, right over there. Wow, that was a massive tree that came down. They've got a lot of work to do here. I am going to do half of the base loop. I'm going to do the south half of the base loop. There's a loop that goes all the way around the base of the mountain. It's like a 3-mile loop. I'm going to do half of that, hike around to the base of the mountain on the east side, and then I'm going to go up the east mountain trail and come down the west mountain trail. And the reason I'm going to do that is the east summit trail is, wow, this would have been underwater yesterday. The east summit trail is steeper than the west summit trail, and I want to do both sides. I want to go up, down, up one and down the other. So I'd rather go up the more steep side and down the less steep side, because coming down something steep is harder than going up something steep. Harder on your knees and just more dangerous. So I'd rather, with as wet as the rocks are today, I think I would rather go up the steep side and down the not so steep side. The hillside is just beautiful. Everything's starting to pop and turn green. And this hillside's just dotted with boulders. This is a beautiful place already. There's what's normally probably a pretty docile creek running down through the middle of it. I'm not sure what the creek name is. I'll have to look it up. I'll try to look it up and put it on screen. Now we're getting rocky already here. That's cool. One thing I love about hiking in the Ozarks, even when it's rained a bunch like this, it's usually not super muddy. I'm getting a little muddy, but not too bad. It's usually rockier than it is muddy, so you don't have as much mud to be concerned about. So the overall elevation of the climb is around 700 feet, which all in all doesn't sound all that bad, but it's 700 feet in like 3/4 of a mile. So it gets pretty steep, especially towards the summit. So it's going to be an interesting climb, especially with wet rocks. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've reached the base of the East Summit Trail. I'm gonna start climbing now. Okay, gotten to the actual climb now. And this is always good advice. Don't throw stuff down. You never know who's below you. But here we go. We're going up this. Here's the red marks there. There. And you can follow them right on up. This is quite the climb. I would compare this to some things I've seen in Colorado. Pretty good. It's really not that hard. It's just picking the right place to put your feet and the right place to put your hands. The angle is really not that bad. It's about 45 degrees. And there's plenty of level places to put your feet and grab, but it's just a climb. So just catching my breath. There's a massive cliff sides to both directions. Just massive. And we're starting to get a pretty good view off to the back. While I catch my breath, I'll just let you have a little bit of a view. There should be hopefully a lot better view at the top. So, okay, continuing on. Keep going. There's a saddle I'm heading for right there. I don't know if that's the top or not, but I hope so. Alright. As I said before, continuing on. This is really interesting to me. There have been so many people climbing these rocks. You can see the trail even in the rocks where it's discolored from people's feet and hands. The summit. I think this is the real summit and not a false summit. Yay! Here we are. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. Oh my. Whew. great. Okay, I'm gonna catch my breath here, take a few photos, and start down the west side. Okay, so I did not know this, but there's actually 2 peaks to Pinnacle Mountain. The first one I just was on, is the higher peak. It's 1,000 feet of above sea level, 1,011 I think it said. And then there's this other peak. There's a little saddle that goes between them. It's only a few hundred feet to walk from one to the other. So you go down into a little saddle and then back up on this other peak, and it gives you a view of the river valley. Okay, here we go. Let's do a quick 360 here. This is beautiful. That's the Arkansas River out there, I believe. The valley's quite flooded. I'm sure it's much higher right now than what it would normally be this time of year. Okay, beautiful. Got to find the way down, and then I'll update you on the way. Okay, so I think I'm following the yellow line down. Someone did a great job of making these into steps, and if they weren't wet, it would be a nice little stepway down, but they are still slick. So it's not going to be as easy a descent as I was hoping it was going to be, but it will be a descent one way or the other. Definitely, if you just want to get to the top in the easiest manner possible, take the west trail up and back down. If you want definitely more of an adventure, take the east trail up. There's not near as much scrambling with your hands on the west side. There is still a little bit, but it's not near as climby as the east side is. So I'm pretty much down to the bottom of the scrambly part. I got 30-40 feet to go here. Hopefully I don't break my leg in that last 30 or 40 feet. But I would give the base trail, I would give it 3 out of 5 on my Old Guy Hikes difficulty rating. It's not that hard at all, but there are definitely some rocks, a lot of roots, a lot of rocks. So west trail, I would give it a 4 out of 5 on the Old Guy Hikes difficulty rating. Not that hard, but definitely a lot more climby, scrambly than just a regular trail. The east side, I'd probably give it a 4.5. Not quite a 5. It's a little tougher, but adventurous. Wear very good shoes. You need the grip. Even if it's dry, you need the grip. Well, my Sunday morning solitude has been crashed by chainsaws. I'm just about down to the bottom of this west trail, and that's taking me back to the parking lot I started in. And if you remember from the beginning of the video, that huge tree that was across the whole parking lot, I got a feeling they're cutting that tree. I'm sure it probably came down yesterday in the storms. So I think they're cutting that tree, so we'll be down there shortly and check that out. But anyway, thanks for coming along and watching today. I had a blast. This was super fun. If you're in the Little Rock area and you're looking for an adventure, this is definitely something to check out. Thanks for watching. I hope to catch you out on the trail sometime real soon. Bye-bye. Come down yesterday?
Yeah, we must come down late this afternoon. yesterday because I was over here around this time yesterday. It went down.
Oh yeah.
But the water was up to the bottom of the roof.
The bottom of the roof?
Yeah, the bottom of the roof.
Yeah. Crazy.
Amazing how fast it can go down.
How fast it goes up and down, yeah. Just amazing. You guys be safe.